Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of the Pickle Jar Podcast. So take a seat, take a bite, and get ready to dive into that brine for episode 9 of the Pickle Jar Podcast. I'm Ryan Sullivan.
I'm Keaton Ashby.
What are we wearing?
I don't know,
Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. First things first, did you say episode 9?
Yeah.
That is insane.
I know, right?
We're almost at 10.
Double digits. You know what double digits means? Double digits means that the little jar in the side of the thumbnail needs to get a little bit bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That is great.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Also, what are we wearing? That is a phenomenal question.
Well, I'm going to take it off because
Yes.
I don't want to interfere with my vocal presence
My
at the moment.
beautiful voice, as some
So,
may say.
Keaton, show off to
Look
the
at
cameras.
that. Look at that. You
We
see that?
have the jar masks, which actually, really quick, I was wearing this at work today.
Yeah?
And I work in a design studio and print shop at the Hive, which is actually where we printed that poster. So, you know,
Which
show
one?
your love.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I work in the Hive, which is a design studio, and they were having a brand meeting today, right? And
Yes.
what happened was Bridget, my manager, she was talking about like branded content. You have to be aware of how you're branding yourself when you go to certain functions and stuff like that. And she said, even like put some of your characters, because the woman was an author.
Yeah.
Put pictures of your characters on masks. Like Ryan over here, he's
Oh,
got this
wow.
podcast called the Pickle Jar Podcast, and he got those masks made.
Yeah. Is
And
it
I'm
on-
like, yeah, it's on Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes. All that and iTunes.
And iTunes, yeah. That
Feels
just
so
makes
good.
us official.
Feels so good.
Spotify brought us to the next level, but iTunes just,
Well, because iTunes was just difficult. But moving on.
Moving on.
We also got these shirts, as Keaton was
do.
so well showing off.
Yes.
These are exclusives for the time being.
you have to be an employee,
Yeah.
which there's only 2 employees,
well, I mean,
me and you.
a certain man who I told everyone last week was going to be here.
Is also an employee as well.
Well, I mean, employee, more like reoccurring guest. But yeah, guys,
Look at that.
Take a gander.
That is phenomenal right there.
he didn't get a hat though,
Wow.
but he did get a shirt.
Look at that. And that's genuine too. That's nice. That's real nice.
These are embroidered.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
something your grandma can't knit you.
That's true. Thank you to Sunshine Stitchers on Marco Island. It's right next to the Speakeasy. These came out fantastic, and I
Yes.
could not be more happy with it.
Yes.
This is the type of stuff you can't get from Vistaprint. This quality, nah.
Yes. Huge thanks.
Which,
to them.
looking at this hat, makes me think of something.
Yeah. Where could I get this hat?
Where could you get one?
I
Guys,
don't know.
Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace?
I am
You're
currently...
telling me I'm looking for a hat and you can get it off of what? Craigslist or something?
Facebook Marketplace, guys. If you want to rep the merch, the only item we now have on sale are the hats, and they're in pre-order right now because I have to make more because there's only 2 in existence at the moment.
Wow.
These 2 right here. That's it. There's no more.
They have a lot of value.
They have a lot of value. So we will be selling these for $25 on Facebook Marketplace. It's
pretty good.
You can message us. I can take cash, check,
Yes.
Venmo. I'll get a
Yes.
Cash App, yeah.
And
that's-
as we are in October, we are nearing, dare I say, we are nearing those months of November and December, where happy times come, and with happy times, happy gifts, which the Pickle Jar
that'd be a
would
wonderful
an
gift.
amazing gift.
amazing gift for your family, for your friends, for your significant others.
Your loved
Perhaps
ones, yes.
your loved
yes,
ones.
Yes, yes.
Even if you hate someone, like let's say
buy
you're
the hat, man.
Let's say you're listening to the podcast out of spite, right? Just because you hate us for whatever reason. I could think of a couple reasons, but
I can think of a lot of reasons as well.
but let's say you're just listening out of spite. Get it for yourself
Yeah.
And just put like a red X on top of it.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, I hate the jar. And then people are going to be like, oh, we hate the jar. And then they're going to hate us.
Any publicity is good publicity.
That is true.
Be it bad publicity or good publicity, it's all good. Which actually reminds me, I forgot his name, but the guy who made Elvis, basically, made Elvis into the sensation that he was, he sold I Love Elvis and I Hate Elvis t-shirts so that he could cash in on both markets.
Wow. That is definitely playing two sides right there.
I'm playing both sides so I can end out on top.
Yeah. That's like it's like in Star Wars when the guys are selling the ships to the Empire and the Rebellion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
That was a horrible movie.
Wait,
Last Jedi.
That was selling it to both the First Order and the Resistance.
My bad.
Which, I mean, really, what's the difference?
Yeah, that movie did suck.
What's the difference?
We can all agree.
Can we all agree? I liked it when I first saw it in theaters, right?
I'm going to hit you.
But the only reason I liked it was because I didn't think about the implication.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't consider how bad that would be for like the rest of Star Wars.
Okay, it literally butchered Star Wars. It set up such an impossible saving for Episode 9, which Episode 9 was fairly amazing, I do say. That was a perfect ending, except Rey. Rey is the big problem.
Okay, so big spoilers right here. They really should have switched Rey and Kylo dying. And I'm not just saying that because I don't like Rey, because I don't love Rey.
You're such a freaking sexist. I don't think women can be in lead roles.
Okay, Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, it's true. So good.
I mean, it's October.
It is October.
Now, we're talking Mandalorian comes out.
The Mandalorian season 2 does come out on October 30th.
Which, here's the thing.
Okay, here we go.
Predictions. At the end of season 2, or like in the not too distant future, we're going to see Ahsoka die. And why do I say this?
Because it has to be like that, because in episode 9, this is major spoilers, Ahsoka does talk to Rey as a Force person, someone who's passed into the Force and became the Force. Mm-hmm. So yes, that does make sense, but I think it's going to be a great plot.
Yeah.
How they're going to do it. I think it's going to be phenomenal.
Now here's the thing. I know that she's going to die on screen. Just don't know how.
Boba Fett's going to kill her.
Is that your official prediction?
That is not my official prediction, but I think that would be pretty cool if he just like came through and just like stabbed her right through the chest, and it's just like.
Okay, so we know Rex is going to be in it, right?
Do we know that?
Didn't that get confirmed?
I didn't think that got confirmed.
That Rex was going to be in it?
I hope that got confirmed.
I heard that Rex was supposed to be in it, but maybe we see other clones.
Yeah.
What if
Gregor,
someone, one of the clones who didn't get their inhibitor chip removed.
What do you mean all those got their inhibitor chip removed?
I thought that.
Did you not watch Rebels?
I did watch Rebels.
It was Gregor, Wolf, and
wait, but Wolf tried to kill Kanan and Ezra.
Yeah, but wait, what? No.
Yeah, when they were on the they had the walker thing, the mini walker.
Yeah, at first.
Yeah.
But then they're it's all cool.
Well, he turned him into the Empire. Remember?
No.
That's why the Empire showed up in that episode. Someone fact check me right now.
What? No. Wolf, Gregor, and Rex are all still good.
But Wolf turned them into the Empire because I think Wolf had PTSD.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I think they're all good.
Because wasn't Wolf with he was with Plo Koon, right? Or
yeah,
and Plo Koon.
Wait, no, because that's a while. Because he showed up first when Fives died. He I'm pretty sure he was the one that showed up. Yeah, he was one of the ones that showed up, and then to see it happen.
Wait, which are you certain?
Yeah.
I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah, you're going to have to look this up.
I'm going to look this up right now.
In the meantime, Star Wars is such a thick plot that sometimes you just get some of these things mixed up.
Right. Which yeah.
It's pretty common because they are clones.
Yeah.
Good
point. Speaking of the 30th, and speaking of Star Wars, I'm going to be Obi-Wan for Halloween.
Oh, sick.
It's going to be very nice.
Nice.
But here, let me look this up right now.
Please do. But yeah, I just I watched Attack of the Clones and I watched Revenge of the Sith. And I just, it's been a while since I've seen these movies. Oh, yeah. And I'm just saying, like, oh, man, they really did Anakin wrong. Like, if they just had the Clone Wars Anakin.
Plo Koon. Commander Wolf served alongside Jedi General Plo Koon during the Clone Wars, forming his squad of the clone troopers nicknamed the Wolf Pack.
Yes. Okay, but, like, we're talking about, you know, like, when they were all on the AT-ST together.
Well, I know that's a fact. He turned them into the Empire.
Yes. Okay. I thought they didn't.
Well, Wolf turned them in.
I thought they trapped.
And then Rex is like, "No, what'd you do that for?" And it's like, "Oh, well, the war's over." It's like, the war is over. And it's like there was this whole like argument.
Oh yeah. I guess it's been a while since I've seen
my prediction for Mandalorian about how Ahsoka will die is
Darth Maul gets resurrected and kills her.
No. No, so she's gonna get Order 66. Like a late term Order 66.
The Empire has already been destroyed at this point.
Yeah.
The battle or the freaking second battle it's over. Where they blow up the second Death Star. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, maybe.
If Endor has happened, then, like, I mean, you have, like...
There's no telling.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's just my prediction.
I think she's just going to die from a new character in the show. Possibly the one new guy with the
with the dark saber?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a possibility. That's not a possibility.
I feel like we've alienated all of our non-Star Wars fans.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Star Wars is just such a great universe. It's one of the in my opinion, Star Wars is the greatest universe ever created.
What about the one God made?
Okay, this is like
fictional universe. I got it. Okay, so
if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't be in this universe.
Good point.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for God, George Lucas would have never been born.
Yeah.
But also Kathleen Kennedy wouldn't have been born. So, I mean, you give a little, you get a little.
Alrighty, continuing on.
So we've got an election coming up.
We do have an election coming up. Yes, this is one of the biggest elections in the world. This is the election for our city.
Guys, make sure... Now, there's a real lot of talk about the presidential election.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
Pay attention to your local elections.
Yeah.
Look up, find out who's on your ballot. Like, do you know who's up for Collier County appraiser if you live in Collier County?
Like, do you?
Do you know who's up for county clerk?
Do you right there?
You have no idea unless you're, like, really into that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, find out who are you going to vote for Congress. Who are you going to vote for?
Yeah.
I mean, it's... Make sure you know. There is actually... I looked last night. There's like 7 Florida constitutional amendments up for vote this year.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. One of them is just like...
Is it the fishing,
No,
the
it's...
fishing pool loophole?
And I saw nothing about fishing.
Oh, okay.
But one of them is like constitutional amendment to make it necessary for any future constitutional amendment to the Florida Constitution to be voted on by the people twice.
Wait, what?
So before it gets approved.
Okay,
so think about it like this.
You as a person can't vote on moving amendment. What?
So whenever a amendment to the Florida Constitution is up, there's an election.
Yes.
If everyone votes yes, it passes. If everyone votes no, it doesn't. It needs a
majority vote.
Not a simple majority, but it needs
supreme majority.
A super majority. It needs at least 60%.
Yeah, that's what
in order to pass.
Mm-hmm. I just learned that in GovEcon.
Nice. But if this, I think it's like Proposition 6 or something like that, it would make it so that let's use medical marijuana for example.
Alrighty.
When
nothing better.
When
you have no option, go to weed.
When they passed the amendment
It's a joke.
to
I do not smoke.
legalize medical marijuana,
Mm-hmm.
everyone voted yes, or for the most part, people voted yes.
I did not vote yes.
Well, you didn't vote.
Yeah.
The supermajority of people voted yes.
Yes.
Now, with this new amendment, that would have not meant that it passed. That would have meant that the next election cycle, it would have gone on the bill again and would have to pass again.
That is not cool, man.
Yeah. So it's got to be passed twice in order for it to happen.
That does not sound cool.
Which is basically just everyone's way of being that
you get a year of extra time.
Well, because recreational marijuana didn't make it on the ballot this year for Florida.
Thank goodness.
So they're trying to do that so that they could, if it turns out a supermajority votes yes for when recreational marijuana eventually gets on the ballot, they could vote. If the supermajority votes yes, then they could backtrack and lobby to make sure that everyone votes no the next year.
Oh,
I feel like that's the only reason.
I
mean, there could be other reasons.
I feel like there's other reasons, but that is a good point.
I mean, it's just kind of like...
But I feel like around here, a lot of people want that.
Yeah, in my opinion, it undermines our democracy. Because if the people voted yes...
I feel like it kind of abuses and takes away some rights.
It does. Yeah. And I mean...
and we all know about taking away American rights. That's not right.
I am a... here, I'm going to... Since we are talking about the election, I'm getting a little bit into politics.
Oh, boy.
I am... Majorly, I'm a libertarian. Simply...
You don't want the government sniffing in people's business.
As little government in our business as possible.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, that being... I mean, there's a couple things that I do think the government should be involved in. I mean, there's quite a few things I think that they should have their say in, but still, it's... We the people.
And this is how we get canceled.
It's we the people. Right. I mean, I don't think anyone there. I mean, there's very few people that actually are like really authoritarian and want the government involved in every single thing in our lives. So I don't really think libertarianism is going to offend anybody. I mean, which libertarianism and liberalism are two different things for those of you who don't know the difference.
One's on the right side and one's on the very left side.
One's on the left side.
Chart.
No, because libertarianism is down here, and then liberalism is on the left. Libertarian is down because it's right is conservative, left is liberal, up is authoritarian, down is libertarianism or anarchism. Actually, libertarianism is kind of like near the bottom, but not quite there.
Yeah, anarchism is not good.
Yeah, anarchism is not
good for no one.
Right, which because.
I do have a philosophy, but I do not want to share this philosophy.
Okay. But anyway, why would you make a rule for it's like there's no reason for that. If anything, amendments should be giving people more rights, not less.
Yeah, I feel like that.
But you know,
it's loopholes.
Yeah,
everybody wants to make themselves a loophole so they can get through things.
Be sure you get to know your candidates.
Yes,
especially
if you can meet them.
Especially
get close to them.
Especially
offer them a spot on your podcast.
If you happen to live in the city of Marco Island, be sure to stay tuned for our next episode, episode 10 of the Pickle Jar Podcast, where we will be having very special guest Jared Grifoni.
Oh yes, we've been waiting
candidate
for this.
For his re-election to city council. This will be his second term, and we are very excited to talk policy and just talk about the man behind the city council.
Yeah, the man behind the seat.
The man behind the seat. Okay, well, the man behind the podium.
Yes, that is true.
But
I am like very excited for this next episode.
I'm excited for it too.
You guys should be excited too. It's going to be a great one.
I'm going to try and remain as non-partisan as possible, or as bipartisan.
Trying to just linger there and not be like, oh yeah, I'm totally for this.
So we'll be talking about some local politics. I don't know how much we're going to be talking about national.
It's
or,
going to
like,
be
state
fairly
politics.
local.
It's going to be fairly local.
Yes.
And we're also going to be
Good song.
talking about what?
It's a 21 Pilots song.
Oh, okay. We're also going to be talking about just an assortment of things. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And if you guys live around here, early voting starts October 19th through the 31st. Election day is the 3rd. Make sure you're registered.
Yes.
Oh, one of the amendments is to make it an open primary in Florida, meaning
Open primary?
Yeah.
So you can just snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
What? No. So
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to be real here. I almost because I thought I was going to be able to vote in the primary. I thought how it worked, since I was going to be 18 by the general election, I would have been able to vote in the primary. Someone told me that's the way it was, but no, it's only like that in, like, I don't know, Massachusetts or something. And I was going to register as Democrat so I could vote in the Democratic primary, because and like I would flip-flop parties just so I could vote in the different primaries. Because I mean, I liked Andrew Yang. I'm just going to say that I liked him.
Yeah, you would.
So that's all I'm saying. And like in 2016, I would have been registered Republican for sure.
Yeah.
But this year, I wanted to vote for one of the Democratic candidates in the primary. That's not saying anything about general. That's just saying about the primary. The primary is very different. So I'm not going to delve into anything more about politics, really.
Then things changed.
Yeah, things changed, and I found out I couldn't do that. But if this amendment passes, then
you can snip, snap.
People won't have to change political parties every 4 years because they want to vote for the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's interesting.
Well, I mean, people switch parties all the time.
Yeah, people do, but it just takes a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know how I feel about that, though.
The only real argument against it is, okay, so let's say you've got candidate A and B in party green.
Yeah.
And then in party
the poor
yellow,
green party.
In party yellow, you've got candidate 1 and 2.
Yeah, I know
Now,
what this
let's
means,
say
Ryan.
Candidate A in the Green Party. Oh, the Green Party is an actual party.
Yeah.
The Purple Party.
The Whig Party.
The Whig Party. So we got
Party Ryan and we got Party Keaton.
Okay, so my candidate is
You.
Keon. We've got Keon and we've got Wesley.
Wesley.
Right. And that's for the primary. And then in the Keaton Party, we've got Sean
and Presley.
Okay. So in the Ryan Party, let's say it would be an overwhelming majority. Wesley would definitely win against who is looking like is going to win over here, which is Sean.
Yeah.
So but here's the thing, if everyone from the Keaton Party decides, oh, let's go over and vote for Keon, because there's no way Keon's going to win against Sean.
But if you get Keon to win,
if they all vote for Keon, then Sean wins. So that's the debate against an open primary. I feel like we did that pretty eloquently about staying away from parties.
It's pretty good.
I almost said red party, blue party, and I'm like, oh no. But anyway.
Please don't bring politics.
So we've got,
I'm gonna get hurt.
We've got the election coming up, so we figured since we've got the election coming up, we should talk about our bug out plan in case things go south.
Well, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about bug out plan? I'll show you a bug out plan.
So we've got a couple different bug out plans, right, Keaton?
Yeah, we got the multiple scenarios. Cracking up a cold one.
We've got scenario 1, which is the event of a nuclear war.
Yeah. Scenario 2, scenario 1, we call that Codename Korea.
Codename Korea.
Also,
even if it doesn't come from Korea.
Codename Korea. Shine a light on it. Visible link. And Russia.
And
China. Korea, Russia, China.
And Japan, if they ever get
China.
smart.
Japan's never going to act up again. There's 2 craters that will tell you why not.
I saw this meme today, where it said, it's like you have 3 nukes, choose where to put them off, and it's like number 1, Antarctica. We want to speed this global warming thing up. Number 2, San Andreas Fault, so we can officially split California from the Union. And number 3, Japan, in case they ever try and start anything again. So, nuclear war.
Nuclear war is something that was worried about. Well, yeah, it was
significantly.
It was thought
back in the day. Oh wait, you're talking about like just like 2 years ago.
I'm talking about when we all thought that Korea was gonna get all funny.
Oh yeah,
and be like, America, screw you. And
when Trump kept saying Rocket Man, and Kim Jong-un kept saying Dotard.
Dotard?
That's what he said.
That's what he said?
That's what he said. That's what
does that mean in their
Kim
language?
Jong-un, well, I mean, it was an American pun. It was a little bit of wordplay.
So funny, you dictator.
But anyway.
Yeah, I'll say it. I don't support you or your place.
What is
dirty
our plan, Keaton? Do you want to go a little bit into our nuke plan?
Boy, do we ever. So this plan does involve a lot of
debauchery,
demoralization. Basically, we lose a lot of our morals, basically.
Not a lot of them, but just most of them.
Survival of the fittest. Mm-hmm. Not the thickest and the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
The people will survive.
I'm going to have to, I mean, I don't want to say this on public record, but a lot of people are going to have to meet the ends of their fate with if they cross my path.
Oh, well, I was talking about like day 1.
Oh, day 1.
Because remember what we did about like where it would drop.
We've done our research. Done our research. Listen, don't. I was about to make a joke, but
listen, we did tremendous research, and some would say it was the best research. And trust me, I know a lot of people who've done research, tremendous people.
Yeah, we know a lot. We know a lot of research, and
so basically, you know that if a nuke is going to drop, it's going to be either in 2 places. It's going to be in high population centers or at military bases. Yeah.
So what do we got?
We figured the closest military base / population center near us is Tampa, which Tampa is 200 nautical miles as the crow flies, give or take.
Also,
what?
We have Miami for population, and we have down in Key West.
Oh yeah,
there's the base there.
But basically, we figured on how if it were to be a ground strike nuke launch, the within 12 hours, the nuclear fallout would come to Marco.
Yep.
Be it from it would be 12 hours from Tampa, versus like more for Miami and more for Key West as well. So we have a minimum of 12, unless there was like a hurricane or something. Imagine that, dropping a nuke during a hurricane.
Wow,
that would be bad.
That would be a mixture of fall. That would bring all the fallout with
everywhere. Oh geez.
Oh man, that would be
we shouldn't be giving
mess.
people ideas right now.
Yeah, Ryan. That's why would you say something like that?
Okay, a quick sidetrack. So Hurricane Delta is going on right now.
Yeah,
they switched to the Greek naming system already.
Wow, that's insane. It's like we're having a lot of hurricanes. Wow, that's tremendous.
No, that hasn't happened since 2005, and before that, it hasn't.
Wow,
happened.
That was so long ago.
Well, no,
holy
but
cow!
Only 2 times in since we started naming storms. We've only gone through all the letters and went into the Greek naming system. This is the 2nd time.
That sounds cool. Sounds cool.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying.
It is interesting.
If a nuke does fall, Ryan, I'm just saying. You know what our plan is. Mm-hmm. So I would say myself as a person has a nice stash of weapons.
Get to the point.
Arsenal. I have a lot of guns and ammo, and okay. Well, let's rephrase that.
As a family unit,
you
are exercising your Second Amendment.
My family exercises our Second Amendment, and so therefore we are prepared if anything goes sour. And I have a lot of survival things in my bedroom to help me that's ready to go. I got my bug out bag. And also, I have little hand guides and tips and tricks.
I still have all the MREs that FEMA gave me from Irma.
There you go. And this is why we're working together. He's the brains, I'm the muscle. All right, this is how this works. This is how this has always worked. Mm-hmm. Therefore, well, you might get a little bit of brains out of me once in a blue moon. If there was a blue moon. Those don't exist.
What?
And so.
Well, the moon never turns blue, but a blue moon is a real thing.
Yeah, there you go. It's a beer. All right. What? Anyway, as we're moving on, we're going crazy here. All right. I'm getting into the mood of
Okay.
Some Florida man. So.
Well, the thing is, we have 12 hours.
We have 12 hours.
So that means we don't have time to go run amok in the streets. We have to find a shelter first.
You remember the plan.
The plan.
We steal a boat.
That's after a few days pass, isn't it?
No. Why would we wait for the fallout to get to us?
You can't really outrun that.
Yes, you can.
Well, I guess you could.
You can get down to the freaking Dominican. Tahiti. No.
Okay.
We just have to get down to the
Keys. We haven't talked about this in a long time.
So anyway, we steal.
Where did you say we have to get down to?
I said we at least have to get down to the Keys to refuel.
What if it goes to Key West?
Then we're going to Mexico.
Okay.
We're going to cross the Gulf of Mexico. Listen, all right, let's say it hits Tampa. It hits Tampa. Oh no, what are we going to do? We got 12 hours. You know what we're going to take a boat.
We're heading south.
We're getting a sailboat. So just in case we run out of fuel, we already got our stuff. We already got our families. We're hopping aboard. We're leaving. We are leaving. And then we are going down south. We are going down so south that you don't even know where we're going. We're going that south. Once we hit a certain paradise place, we're gonna hide out there for a couple months.
Mm-hmm. We'll make sure to keep in contact with the mainland somehow to see if the world fell apart or if it was just kind of we're like, okay, screw you guys, and then whoever sent them falls off the face of the earth next day.
Because we sent 80 back, and they basically became a large crater. Mm-hmm. That's no longer land. That's mud, essentially.
Which, you know what's actually a much more fun plan?
What?
Our zombie plan.
Our zombie plan is
it's October. Gotta be talking about some zombies.
Yeah, zombie or invasion plan.
Yeah, because our Civil War / invasion / zombie plan are all very similar.
Yeah. Is that the one where we go boom boom to the bridges?
Yeah. So zombie plan. We live on an island, right?
Yeah. That's all you have to say.
Yeah. Well, it's a fairly. I mean, what's the population?
12,000?
What is the population of Marco Island?
I think it's 12,000.
2019, the population of Marco Island was 17,947.
So there's 17,947 people on this island, give or take.
Yeah, give or take.
It depends on if it's season or not, too.
All right, now we got to discuss how this zombie break happens. What is it? What causes it?
Walking Dead rules.
Walking Dead rules. Basically, everybody's infected.
Everybody's infected.
Alien. It's an alien thing.
I didn't watch season 9. Is it an alien thing?
Comic books. It's an alien thing.
Really?
It is. Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's an alien parasite that gets into people's brains.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I
think. Anyway,
I like The Last of Us.
I think.
I like The Last of Us explanation better because I actually came up with that when I was 12.
Did you?
Yeah, no, because
That's
I remember learning about cordyceps, the fungus that kills ants and turns them into zombies. I was.
Then we're gonna have clickers going everywhere. Just
yeah. So it's not Last of Us rules because oh my gosh, Last of Us.
I would.
Horrifying.
Yeah, I would off myself instantly.
No, Last of Us rules are too harsh on us.
Yeah.
Walking Dead rules.
Essentially, what we're gonna do is we live on an island. Are you serious? Last time you seen a zombie swim was they would have to go through a lot to get to our shores. But we have a plan for that as well.
Blow out the bridges.
bar the beaches. We're talking about big metal stakes on the beaches.
Oh, we're doing
looking
forest
like
vibes.
D-Day. We're looking like D-Day out here. I would
also,
yeah. Good luck.
we have to think
penetrating.
about our main base. We've got the island, but what's the main
is
base?
The perfect central operation. No other than the police department in
What?
the middle of the island. What?
I thought we take the Marriott.
Oh, it's been a while. No other than a perfect place than a high up building, the Marriott. The Marriott is what we're taking
So
over.
here's the deal. Here's why the Marriott. Number one,
Here's the
here's the deal. In a zombie apocalypse, it'd be fairly simple to clear a hotel
Yeah,
because there's only so many rooms, and rooms lock.
they do.
So, like we
Mm-hmm.
could, if we got a group together, we could probably clear the Marriott fairly simply.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
you know,
And-
it would be a non-issue.
the only thing we have to worry about
is running out of food,
is there's a lot of old people around here,
right?
so that might be croaking from other
which
things.
is why
we will have each old person get watched during the night. Just
well,
in case
also
they decide
think about
to
it.
croak on us.
Think about it like this:
What?
we put all the old people in the Crystal Shore Marriott, and then we stay in the main Marriott.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing: you also got to. We've learned a lot about how viruses spread.
Yeah.
And
some
how
reason.
people react to viruses recently.
No toilet paper.
Big businesses like hotels are going to shut down. So if like the zombie apocalypse is starting, the Marriott's going to shut down. They're going to
nobody's
be
gonna
at
be in it.
zero capacity.
Yeah.
So
That's
I mean,
great.
it's
It's phenomenal. It's waiting for us.
good deal right there.
It's
we'll
conquering
we'll use
territory.
we'll use Sean's key card. We'll get in.
And another thing is,
By the way, Marriott, this is a hypothetical
this
scenario.
is a zombie apocalypse
This is a
scenario.
zombie apocalypse
That's which
scenario.
is going to
There's no
lead me
laws.
until my next statement. We are going to use the parks, their fields. We're going to use those fields as the body burning fields. We're going to use.
What?
We're going to use.
We didn't agree to that.
I'm stating this.
Okay. No. We
no,
have to keep with
listen,
tradition.
listen.
We have to keep with tradition, Keaton.
What's tradition?
We're bringing them to the Otter Mound.
There's not enough room there, my dude.
throw 'em in
We
the
have to
forest.
bury like what, like I would say
17,000?
Like yeah, we're gonna have to bury like 17,000 people.
I feel,
Well, not bury
I
them.
feel
We're gonna
like
have to
it's-
burn their corpses.
I feel like it's. Oh my gosh.
That's the only way you get rid of them.
I mean, it's
we're
true.
gonna be stinking up the place.
It's true.
So we're gonna have a
But
landfill of bodies. That's the only way how you get rid of something like that.
So
This is a hypothetical
so would we-
situation about zombies.
So would we use Winterberry, Mackle?
I'm
or
thinking
Veterans?
we use Winterberry for that, and then for veterans and Mackle, we're going to use that as our farms.
Okay. Yeah, I was
Open
gonna,
field farming.
I was gonna say veterans would be good farm because
Yeah. It's got a canal right next
yeah,
to
the
it.
canal's right there, and we could just filter the salt out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, it'd be a nice memorial place.
It would be.
It'd be peaceful.
So it wouldn't be a nice place to burn bodies.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice place to actually.
Winterberry's got
bury
the
people we like.
that got the baseball fields already, so that kind of
Wait
ruins
a minute.
most of the
Wait
field
a minute.
land.
Wait a minute.
What?
Better idea.
What?
We use MICMS as a prison, and we burn the bodies on the field at MICMS.
Oh,
There
that
we
yeah.
go.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
There it is. All right. Wow.
That's our detention center.
Yeah.
Bad and naughty survivalists get sent to the middle school. Wakey, time for school.
And then we're gonna have everyone perimeter. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. We're gonna have this place on lockdown.
Not like that lockdown back in May.
Yeah,
In
but
April.
we're talking about like lockdown.
We're talking
like,
about
we're gonna be
lockdown,
secure and
lockdown.
safe, and we're gonna live in harmony.
Nice and fun. Fun times.
Yeah, fun times.
Fun times.
Did you-
Halloween always gets us in this mood.
Oh, I was just about to say Halloween.
Oh, it's coming up.
Oh, it's coming kind of spookily. It's
Mm-hmm.
creeping. It's creeping.
It all.
Oh, it's creeping.
So, you know what? Speaking of Halloween,
Yes.
we just decorated for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
We've got everything up, and my dad got a subscription, the free trial to HBO. So we have watched Doctor Sleep and It Chapter 2,
Nice.
both Stephen King, and I want to say something right now.
Yes.
They're very good at casting those movies. Because if you don't, did you see Doctor Sleep by any chance?
No.
Okay, so did you see The Shining?
Yes.
Okay, so Doctor Sleep is a direct sequel to the original Shining, with Ewan McGregor, also known as Obi-Wan Kenobi, playing someone civilized, playing the adult version of Danny from The Shining.
Yes.
And they have flashbacks to the original movie.
Wow.
And my only complaint about casting is they should have cast Jack Torrance should have been cast with Jack Nicholson.
Wow.
They should have used the same actor because he looks somewhat similar to what he did in the 80s. Using just a little bit of visual effects, they would have been able to make him look younger.
He's kind of put on a couple pounds.
Yeah, but still.
He's a lot of pounds. Like he put on like an absurd amount of weight.
Nobody can play Jack Nicholson like Jack Nicholson.
That's because he's straight up Jack Nicholson. You can't. What a classic Joker he was.
Here's my only complaint about Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Oh, come on now.
I don't see Joker. I see Jack Nicholson.
I see a gangster. I
see
Joker.
Jack Nicholson. But when I see Joaquin Phoenix or Heath Ledger's Joker, I see Joker.
Okay.
And Mark Hamill's Joker.
Oh, I was about to say
Mark
if you're not going to mention Mark Hamill's Joker.
Yeah. If we're talking Jokers.
If we're talking Jokers, Mark Hamill Jokers.
Mark Hamill Joker is the best, and then Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix are tied for second. Maybe put Heath Ledger a little bit higher. Well, maybe. Yeah.
If we would have seen more work from him.
Well, both of them have only had one movie.
Oh, you said a name that is well-known. Stephen King.
Stephen King, yeah, what about him?
A phenomenal movie of his that actually got, I'm pretty sure, really bad ratings. It's called The Mist.
Oh, The Mist.
Have you heard of The Mist?
Of course I've heard of The Mist. Of course I've watched The Mist.
That's a phenomenal movie.
I used to watch the...
Oh, yes,
continue. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid.
I freaking love that movie. Just because of the ending. But also the setup, everything. You know what reminded me of The Mist?
What?
You know what I just watched in film?
What'd you watch?
The Birds.
The Birds? Okay.
The Birds reminded me so much of The Mist. Do you know why?
Why?
When they were in the diner in the cafe and the woman blamed the one woman when she showed up, that's what happened, in The Mist, when they all started blaming people. And they're like, if you're not going to convert to our religion, then we're going to kill you and sacrifice you.
I haven't seen The Mist in a very long time.
And
Is
then
that what happened?
And then
because that all took place in like a supermarket, right?
Yeah. Nobody can go outside because it's surrounded by the mist and there's creatures out there. Therefore, you can't go outside.
You mean nobody can go outside?
Because there's birds out there. Listen.
6 feet.
So yes, this reminded me so much of The Mist, and The Mist is a phenomenal movie. If you have not seen it, I suggest you go see it.
I highly suggest
for that ending. The ending is just.
Sometimes The Mist gets confused with another movie called The Fog, which The Fog, it's about like pirate ghosts coming back for their treasure.
I thought that was the movie with wait, no, never mind.
Adrienne Barbeau is in it. I think her name is.
Why did I think Nicolas Cage was in one of these movies?
But The Fog is actually based about a folklore story from Marco Island.
Wow. You heard it first?
Captain John T. Hoare's Island?
Yeah,
Horrr.
I do.
Well, that story, that movie, The Fog, is loosely based off of the story of the pirates from the Pirates of San Marco.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
But back to Stephen King. Wouldn't it be... I wish Alfred Hitchcock was still around, because then we could see a Stephen King book directed by Alfred Hitchcock.
That'd be kind of spooky, wouldn't it?
That would be spooky. Because, speaking of twist endings, and just, like, suspense...
Well, you know what I was waiting for at the end of The Birds?
What?
I was waiting for the guy to kill everyone and then find out that all the birds are getting taken out. and they're okay.
Oh, was that what you thought was going to happen?
Yeah, because I was like, this is totally The Mist.
I thought that what's her name, the blonde that I forgot her name.
Alfred Hitchcock was in love with.
Yeah, I thought that she was going to catch bird flu and die because she got pecked in the eyes by real birds. Alfred Hitchcock was insane because
this woman,
he would throw actual birds at this poor woman.
There'd have people like actually like hurling birds at them. Phenomenal acting.
Tippi Hedren's her name, right? That's the name of the actress?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Tippi Hedren. I mean, she did a very good job in that movie.
For getting pecked in the eyeball and actually getting hurt by birds.
I feel so bad for any woman who's ever had to act in a movie directed by Alfred Hitchcock.
I feel bad for any woman that had to act in movies before like 1980.
Why?
Or 70.
Why?
Because they had like what you were saying. They had to do like they did like real stunts and crap.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, it's crazy.
Also, Alfred Hitchcock.
There weren't as much like unionized when it comes to the acting industry.
Yeah.
When it comes to acting unions, the only thing I hate about unions is the fact that you can't do any work for free. Mm-hmm. So if I wanted to, like, let's say, go to Hollywood or go to Broadway or anything like that, I would have to join a union because you can't get any work if you're a scab, basically. Mm-hmm. You need to be unionized. But then I would not be allowed to do a Gina play ever again. Like, if I wanted to come back and do something down here, I would have to get paid either SAG rates or whatever there's Screen Actors Guild.
That sounds stupid.
And Stage Actors Guild,
I think. That sounds really stupid.
I prefer the Film Actors Guild. But
wow. I know nothing of this.
Well, Keaton, it's a word. Team America. Anyway, that's a little reference for any of you people at home that might understand what I'm talking about. I'm not going much more into it, or else we'll have to put the thing on the front, like we did for episode 2.
Yeah, we're done with that. Anyway, we were talking about
Halloween and movies.
Horror stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think another thing, we watched It Chapter 2, which they had the 27 years later versions of all the kids from the original It movie.
I did happen to catch that movie.
Yeah.
For a little bit, anyway.
I think they casted it very well. I mean, they looked...
I think that movie sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it.
I thought it was...
I saw most of it.
It was pretty funny. It
was kind of funny. Well, I mean, the only thing is... Now, imagine we go our separate ways, right? And then let's say you, me, Chris Leva, Keon, Wesley, we all meet up in 27 years after having virtually no contact. Do you think we're going to be acting exactly like we do when we're playing GTA late at night? No. I don't think so. I
think we would act the same around each other, though. Like,
but we're not. There was a lot of immature humor between these like 40 somethings in
I can see
movie.
that. The immature humor I think would fade, but just the way of like how friends would act. Like, if I haven't seen you in like a really long time, I come back and like I see you.
Well,
we just have like the natural like.
That's
to
it. Because quick story, when I went to Chicago back in 2013 with my dad to go to G-Fest, actually. Yeah. And my dad used to live up in Illinois. Mm-hmm. So one of his friends, Greg Ross, was up there, and he was the only one of my dad's old friends that we went to go see.
Yeah.
And it was like we went out to eat with him at Sonny's barbecue, and it was like not a single day had gone by. They hadn't talked in like years. They hadn't seen each other in almost like 30, 40 years almost. Yeah. And hadn't seen each other since my parents' wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and it was like not a day went by. So that. But I just don't like. Spoiler: the one guy that died in It Chapter 2. The last thing that he said was your mom joke, and this man's like 40. I don't. That doesn't make sense. They're actually like older than 40 because like what were they in the first movie? Like 12, 13?
I have no clue. I've not seen it.
They would have been almost 50. Yeah, they would have been almost 50.
I thought they were in their like 30s.
Well, I mean, in the so how it works is the clown comes back every 27 years. So they were like they were all in middle school in
So,
the
like,
first part.
let's
So
say
like,
they were all 13.
they were anywhere from 11 to 13.
So they'd be like 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Neat.
Well, if they were all 13, 7 plus 3, 10.
Yeah. 30. Or wait,
40.
40. Yeah.
Yeah, 40. Oh, yeah. Wait. I don't know what I'm
27 plus 13.
I'm stupid.
What's 9 plus 10?
21. Oh, my gosh. I haven't heard that in so long.
Wow.
You know, why hasn't TikTok died yet?
I wish it did.
Why?
I would
You
take
get some dank memes from TikTok.
Did you just
Every
say-
time I see you on TikTok, you get some good memes from it.
I do get some good
like
memes.
the fish with the dorime, that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, but I was expecting everyone to go full Vine mode, but TikTok never disappeared.
We'll see how that goes.
It's strange.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We will see how that goes. Yeah. Pretty neato.
Yeah.
It's Halloween, guys. Well,
I mean, not
Halloween's
yet.
coming up.
Not yet.
Well, today's like what, the 8th? Yeah, today
Yeah.
is the 8th. And we got ourselves, a bit of time. Was that like 24 days? Wait.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Give or take. Wait, what?
What? No.
No.
I'm special.
22.
Yeah, 22. Oh, man. 20, yeah, we got, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, moving gears a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
At work today, or actually at work yesterday, when I come in, we just got this stack of like papers and stuff for me. And she goes, it's like,
Yes.
all right, so this guy came in, he said he's got this big scan job to do. He needs a high quality, high resolution scan of each one of these pages.
That's quite an
It's like,
order.
and most of them have pictures on it, so you have to do it one by one. So I had to like put it on the glass, close it, beep,
Wow.
scan, next page.
That sounds
this
like-
stack was about, let's see, it was 63 pages in the first stack.
Holy crap. No.
Yeah.
That's like
And-
a week's worth project right there.
Well, I finished it within like an hour,
Okay, you know
20 minutes. But anyway, then I'm just getting done. I've made the guy's invoice, and like there's some cool stuff in there. It's like some old pictures from when this guy played baseball back in high school. It's all from the 70s and stuff. And then he comes in with 2 huge stacks of newspapers and magazines. And then he's like, all right, just do the front covers. It's like who's going to be doing all the scanning? And it's like, that'd be Ryan over there. It's Ryan, don't tell anyone I gave you that. So I'm not going to tell you how much because he told me not to tell anybody. But he gave me a tip. And
He gave you a tip.
so that was yesterday. I finished all of those. I got it all together. I put it on the flash drive today. In total, which I finished early this afternoon. In total, there were 269 scans.
Holy
that I did.
crap.
I was just getting ready.
You had to lift it up, put one in, put it down, click some buttons, lift it up, take it out, lift
Yeah,
and put it down,
269 times.
That's a workout.
Yeah.
Wow.
And right
That's
as I'm
crazy.
finishing, right as I'm getting ready to write the invoice,
He opens up the door.
the door opens and he comes in.
4
He's
more
got
stacks.
A whole nother stack. 2 more stacks.
2 more?
And these are all from when he ran. They're all newspaper clippings and magazines and just memorabilia from the Boston Marathon.
Wow.
'Cause he ran in the Boston Marathon 23 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's got a picture of every one of them.
No. Well, I only got about 90 pages into that one, and I barely made a dent.
So you're still chugging along.
Yeah, and he's bringing
Was
another
this day
stack tomorrow.
3?
No, day 3 will be tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he brought them in Tuesday. I work in Naples on Tuesday. I work down on Marco Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm going to be working on it all morning tomorrow.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know that you're diligently working while I'm at school.
The coolest thing, though,
is that you got tipped?
Well, that too. But one of the coolest things, some of these newspapers, there's some very historical events that these newspapers are showing.
Really?
So 2 different Time magazines. One was from November of 2016 with the Trump on the front from when he got elected, and then one of January 2017 when he got inaugurated, and then the same thing for Obama, and the same thing for Bush. So and then there was about 12 different newspapers.
What was the oldest one?
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Got about 12 different newspapers from 9/11, and in fact,
Wow.
2 Sports Illustrated, 2 of the Sports Illustrated magazines. One was from the week after 9/11, and the other was from when all the sports shut down. And the parallels between those 2 covers, if I can find those, I'll put them up here. If you can, if you're seeing this, one cover from the pandemic is a completely empty stadium with just Sports Illustrated over it. And then the one from the week after 9/11, it's an empty stadium with an American flag draped over one of the seats.
Yeah.
And it says the day or the week that sports stood still, and it says Sports Illustrated on top. So I was just like, oh, the parallels from that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But then we've also got the newspaper from when Clinton was impeached.
Wow.
And
I'm waiting for it.
so the oldest one, the
This is gonna-
second oldest one, the 2 oldest ones are from 1961 and 1963 respectively. The one from
What were they
1963 was the day that Kennedy was assassinated, and the one from 1961 was the day that Kennedy was elected
Wow.
or inaugurated.
Does this does this man have the moon landing?
No.
What about
Oh wait,
the
no.
Berlin
I think he
Wall?
had the times from
The Berlin
No,
Wall?
there was. I didn't see anything from Reagan.
Wow.
That's actually
How
a
are
good
you
point.
gonna skip
I didn't
that
see
era?
a single thing from Reagan, but
We got Bill Clinton's
Clinton's
impeachment.
But today,
Yeah.
when I was one of the stacks were like personal files and stuff from like sports records,
Oh,
and
you
when
were
he went to
snooping.
Wrigley Stadium. No, I'm not. He asked me to scan them, and I have to look at them to put them on the glass. Autograph from Richard Nixon.
Oh,
Not
my
an
goodness.
original. It's a photocopy that was sent to him by the White House.
You should
After
get an
he sent a
autograph from
letter.
this dude.
I should.
Yeah. Who's this guy? Like some big shot that played MLB?
Actually, I thought for a second that he was actually a very famous person. Because
As it turns out, he just runs.
well, I mean, he
plays
was on the cover of one of the Boston Marathon magazines.
All right.
But one of he shares a name with a comedian that he looks a lot like, but their names are spelled different. So I'm not gonna like give away this guy's personal information, but I
was about to
don't know.
say.
He's a cool guy. I've talked to him for a while, and I feel like I'm getting to know him by scanning all these things.
His stuff. Just start asking him questions about his past.
No, I would.
And he'll be like,
it's like, hey, why did you send the letter to Nixon? Because I only saw the letter that you got back. And it's like, why'd you send this letter to this guy? I don't know.
And he's like, oh, funny story, kid. Sit down, let me tell you.
I did ask him when he came in. It's
That'd be
like,
cool.
how many times did you run the Boston Marathon? Because at this point, this was before the Boston Marathon stack. This was the personal stack. And he's like, 23 times. In fact, this is all Boston Marathon. Wow. That's so cool. It was so cool.
That is really cool.
And then he leaves with all the newspapers today because I gave them back to him because I said, I'm done with these. And he's like, I'm probably going to throw these out. I'm like, do not throw out the Kennedy ones. It's like, do not throw out the Kennedy ones.
You don't want to crumble all that paper up and wrap it up. Speaking of wrapping it up. Yes.
We are just about to the 1 hour mark. That was a fantastic segue. Segues are weird. No, I'm kidding. But guys, thank you so much for listening.
Yes, we appreciate it a lot.
And I appreciate that you appreciate them listening, Keaton.
Yes, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate you.
You, and you, and you,
and you.
But guys, make sure you follow us on the social medias.
I
don't want to have to ask you again.
Yes, we got Instagram, we got Twitter, we got Facebook. Follow us.
We didn't say something.
Oh no. What did we not say?
The first annual Pickle Jar Podcast Halloween costume contest. The first annual Pickle Jar Podcast costume contest.
Did you guys heard that, right?
So, here's what we're doing. I'll probably post this as a clip later as well.
Oh yeah.
Here's what we're doing.
We're also going to post it on our social media.
Of course.
Don't worry.
For the month of October, we're going to have you guys send in pictures with the hashtag first annual Pickle Jar Podcast costume contest. In that order. I'll put it up on the screen right now.
Boom.
Send us your costumes.
Right there.
We will have a panel of celebrity judges. Don't know who the judges will be yet, but we will have a panel of judges
on a later date.
Decide who has the best Halloween costume. Make sure you send it in before November 1st. It's like, or by November 1st. We'll make the official cutoff date
by
November 1st at 11:59 p.m. If you don't send it in before then too bad, you're out. But the winner of the Pickle Jar Podcast costume contest, the first annual Pickle Jar Podcast costume contest, say that 10 times fast, wins not only an official Pickle Jar Podcast costume contest mask, fabric mask, 2-layer, 3-layer,
but
also
they win
the illustrious official Pickle Jar Podcast embroidered hat, which you would get for winning the first annual Pickle Jar Podcast costume contest.
So therefore, you better show us your spookiest costume.
Spookiest costume, coolest costume, whatever. I mean, the criteria will be basically whatever the judges like the most. It's not gonna be the cutest. It's not gonna be the spookiest. It's gonna be whatever we think is the best. Whatever's the best. So we'll have our panel of judges, which will be decided and probably announced
later date
at our final podcast for October, which we'll probably have our panel of 3. Maybe we'll go over like the costumes. We'll have you know what? Let's make a quick rule. Any costumes that you send in won't show up on the podcast. If you tell us, don't put it on the podcast. Make sure you tag us. If it would get us demonetized on YouTube, it won't show up. So that's your rules. Don't be stupid.
Be smart.
So if you're going to enter into the first annual Pickle Jar Podcast costume contest, make sure you post your costume along with the hashtag first annual Pickle Jar Podcast costume contest.
And make sure
Instagram
you
and tag
at the Pickle Jar Podcast
and tag at the Pickle Jar Pod.
or pod.
We're not gonna make
No more.
and then follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter if you want.
Twitter.
We don't really post on Twitter.
Twitter's not
Twitter if you
great.
want.
Yeah,
And
Yes.
subscribe. Remember to subscribe on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, and iTunes.
It's been a pleasure talking to you fine people today.
Without a further ado, we will see you next time on episode 10 with Jerichophony.
Oh boy.
Until next time, I've been Ryan Sullivan.
I've been Keaton Ashby.
Thank you guys.
Adios.
Kiddos.